So, in this video, I want to talk about the brand new formula packs that have just been added to the game. So if you haven't seen these, you can go into the shop and you go into the Zstone section that's right at the top, and they cost £4, presumably $4 as well, and they come with 200 Zstones, which you can spend on whatever you want. If you want like 4 packs, if you do it daily, or you can buy some songs or something, whatever. Not really that important. And it comes with a voucher that you can use to exchange for one of these decks, which is basically going to be the point of this video. Which one should you buy? Should you buy them at all? So the first thing to say is if you're a whale, you should probably buy this, because you can just dust your old copies and just get like a bunch of dust back, because why not? If you're a moderate spender, you should probably get this. If you're a light spender, you should probably get this. And if you have not spent any money on this game at all, you should probably get this. I think it's fairly clear that now you should get the feeling that this is ridiculously good value for money. So, ignoring the 200 stones, we're not even going to factor that in. For your £4, you're getting a pre-built deck, which will come with 5 legendaries, and it will come with 7 epics. So in terms of dust value there, if you were to craft that yourself, obviously, you're looking at a lot. These decks are probably like, well, at least like 15k or so dust value, something to that effect, quite a bit, that's for sure. So the idea of this video is, and these are actually best for players who maybe don't spend, so their collection's a lot more limited, because these are formula cards, so you can't dust these, you're stuck with them, but really I think that's fine, because we're going to talk through the kind of stuff you'll get in each one. I'm going to rate them out of 10, and then I'm going to make my recommendations on which ones you should get. So we'll get started then. So the first one here is red, and I'm not going to talk through every card, I'm just going to talk through the main ones. So the base minion legendary is not super relevant, hasn't been relevant really since since Red Battle Spirits came out. It kind of fell off. It's not to say it's bad by any means, and I think it does have potential to come back in. However, compared to some of the other stuff you can get, it's less good. Kenneth, the epic base minion there, is very good. You typically see that run in a lot of red decks, so I think that's a solid pick. Axe wielding Minotaur, the 2-cost epic there, is very, very common. Not very, very common, but you always see it popping in and out in various different decks, so that's a nice thing to have. Now, the legendary that you get 3 of, which is Diana. I think Diana? Yeah. That is less common. It's still very powerful. And this is, of course, a golem dwarf hybrid kind of deck. That is less common. It's not weak by any means, but it's I wouldn't say it's necessarily strong either. I think this is the worst deck of the lot, and I would still give it a 6 out of 10 rating. So, there's your baseline. 6 out of 10, this is, I would say, by a significant margin, the worst one you can get. So that's pretty good. Okay, next, we'll talk through the yellow one here. Now, this is going to be a really, really good baseline if you want to take this and sort of graduate it into an angel deck. So what you get here is the full-on Kathleen, Angela kind of, 2-cost spam deck. In like a baseline level. It's not an optimized version of it, but if we talk through the epics you're getting, the epic base minion there, you always run that. Now, one downside is they actually gave away a formula deck in the Glory update, And if you chose the yellow one, you actually already have copies of this. So I actually don't know what happens when you get more than 3 copies of a formula card. It probably just doesn't give them to you. Or you're stuck with 6 for until the end of time. But yeah, so if you've already got that, that's like quite a major downside, because you're not getting your value there if you choose yellow. The 2-cost Chimera Tail, I think it's called. That's another very standard run in all of these. Basically every single yellow deck since Forbidden, you've seen that run. Now, the 3-cost epic. So here you're actually getting a lot more epics. You're getting 11 epics in this, unless I just miscounted the red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the red actually comes with less epics as well. Because in the yellow here you're getting 11 epics and 5 legendaries, so it's obviously better value there. Now 3 copies of Patrol, that's a very, very powerful yellow card. 2 copies of the 4-cost Sordor, I think. Not very good. It's not very good. You don't really see it run. 3 copies of Angela. Angela is a staple in every single competitive yellow deck right now, so that's really good to have. 2 copies of Angela. Angela is less useful. Sorry, not Angela. Kathleen. 2 copies of Kathleen. That's less useful. That's an active choice to play a Kathleen build. Now, if you were to get this and you wanted to upgrade it into the top tier yellow angel build, you'd be looking at 6 legendaries investment and a couple of epics. But you've got like the baseline there. This is like halfway there in terms of dust value, so that's not bad. If you just wanted to play yellow with like this Kathleen Angela deck, this is basically good to go. You'd make some small modifications, but not too many. So as a baseline, when you factor in, the amount of value you're getting, again here, 5 legendaries, 11 epics, I would say this is a solid 8 out of 10 pick. I would not be disappointed at all if I paid £4 for this. Next we've got green, and actually I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. Oh, it's just cropped. Okay, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll talk you through it. So, here we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 epics in this deck. How good are they? Well, the first epic base minion you tend to see run in tree decks more than anything at 1 to 2. So that's not a spectacular pick, but it is still nice to have. Now, of course, if you've been playing the game for a little while, even if you haven't been spending or anything, we all got a free tree deck. And I'm pretty sure it came with 3 copies of this. So, that's, again, not ideal. Then we've got 2 copies of the epic mask base minion there. And that's actually, unless you're running a pure mask variant, it's actually fallen out of favour, really, in the mask packages. You tend not to see that run as much. If it is, it'll be at like a one-off. Next, 2 of the 2-cost epic. Now this is run in every single deck that runs any kind of mask package whatsoever, so that's good to have. The 3-cost is also run at a 1 in basically every mask deck, so that's also good. Then we have got for the 2 of the 4-cost epic Swooping Valkyrie, whatever the name is. That's an okay card, definitely not bad, but again, it's one that is more meta dependent, and I think its use in the current meta is a bit tenuous to me. Then we come to the legendaries, and you're going to be getting 2 of each of the mask 7 and 9 drop rather. That's good. That's basically the amount you run it at. When you run them at, like you might have to make 1 more of the 9 depending, but yeah, if you're going pure mask, you probably will. And you get 1 Rita. And again, here we have the situation whereby if you chose the Orca formula deck, you'll already have a Rita there, so the value there is also a little bit lost. Now, the main benefit of this is you can very cheaply and easily upgrade it into the top tier deck right now, which is Green Mask Tribal, and that really only requires epics as like the biggest investment. You need like 6 of them or something. So in terms of like a dust investment, it's very minimal to take this and upgrade it into a top tier deck, which is obviously very nice. So if you really have none of the mask stuff, then this is really great for that. If, however, you already have some of the mask stuff, which is reasonably likely to get a free pack a day, and you will have been playing during that meta, so you probably would have made one of them because they really were the only options during that time, then this is obviously less good as well. But still super strong, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because of that ease of upgradability. Whilst I'll say, like, as a deck, I think it's pretty much on par with the Kathleen variant. A little stronger, but pretty much on par if you just play them against each other. A bit stronger. But you know, with once you factor in the green tribal stuff you can just throw in, this is a much better pick. So I'd say this is a 9 out of 10. Okay, next we've got the purple deck. Now the I'm not gonna spend too long on this because this is pretty bad. Actually, I know I said red was the worst, but that was a lie. I sort of deleted this one from my memory because it was so bad. So, in terms of the number of epics, you're getting 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 epics. The only good one, really, is the 4-cost removal spell, which is pretty staple in every single purple deck, so that's nice. However, all of the others are pretty mediocre. The Pandoria is nice, that's another card that frequently comes in and out of play, and the Belphegor's good as well, that tends to see play in purple, the 2 Belphegors you get there. But the double Catherine, I think her name is, the 5-cost legendary there, is god-awful. It's one of the worst legendaries in the game, in my opinion. And this deck is low tier as well, like, at least with red, that was a solid mid-tier deck. With yellow and with green, those were solid upper mid-tier, getting into the top tier decks once you make some upgrades. This, you are basically starting from scratch if you get this, because like right now the best purple build is vampires, and this has basically bugger all that's going to help you with your vampires. So yeah, this is pretty worthless in my opinion. The thing is, right, as much as I'm shafting it and shitting on it, it's still like a 4 out of 10, because at the end of the day, you're getting 5 legendaries for 4 quid. So any dupes you get of those, you can just dust. Secure in the knowledge you will always have them in case they come back in. But obviously I'm giving it a 4 because this is really, really very, very subpar. Now on to blue, and those of you who are brand new to the game and did not experience the blue mask fiasco of September, this was basically the only viable deck in the game for a while. Like in Legend, if you wanted to have a chance at coming in top rank, this was basically all you could play. So if we look through the cards you're getting here, you're getting 9 epics, and the 5 legendaries you're getting are also very solid. So look, you're getting your 3 Orleans. I presume everyone will have dusted theirs already for their full value. So here you're getting it's like 200,400 dust, kind of getting to keep. You're getting 3 of the Valk, which is not super great. The 5-cost removal is, I've come around to it a bit more. It's pretty nice. The Anju is really good to have, and the 2 legendaries are also very, very solid to have if you ever run a blue package or if you're running this deck. Now, the thing to say about this deck is it's still very, very useful to have, and that is because it clears PvE content really easily. You can take this deck and full auto or just no brain listen to the AI, and you can take this into Contract, Divine, and Evolve quest modes, and you'll win really easily. You can probably also take this into Glory, though I haven't tested Blue Mask myself in that. You can probably take it in, certainly for the first like 6 or so stages. I know it works because I think at that point the nerf came in. So yeah, you can definitely do the first few, certainly those first 3 whole blocks of rewards you can get. Generally speaking, this is a very powerful deck. You'll be able to take this and you'll be able to win a lot of games. It's still top tier, that's the thing, right? It's not bad. This is still a tier 1 deck. It's at the bottom of tier 1, but it's there, and that's the important thing. And the really nice thing is it requires pretty much no upgrades. So you're getting this, it's literally buy, tap Formula Blue, enter the game. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 as well, for kind of a different reason to the green, where the green has this sort of higher ceiling, lower floor. Where like entry level deck is definitely weaker than this, but when you bump it up it's super strong, whereas this, there isn't much variance to it, but you buy this, you just chuck it against like any content. The thing with Blue Mask, I feel, is like any content, you just load up your Blue Mask deck, you chuck it at it, hey, it might work, you never know. So yeah, this is a very, very solid pick as well. And finally, White Mask. So let's see what you get here. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 epics. The legendaries you are getting are also pretty good. White Mask is definitely the weakest of the mask decks. However, in my experience, it does have some quite nice anti-meta matchups. However, counter to that, it's also pretty much just a worse version of Soldier. Not strictly true, they actually do have their nuances and their differences. But on a surface level, you're going to have pretty much as much fun playing Soldier as you are playing this. And if you've already got a Soldier deck, there's not that much reason to go out and get this. That being said, this is still really, really nice. There's a lot of very nice picks in here. Echo Cannon and Data Analysis are white staples that are really, really nice to have. Mukuro is good for any mask deck, really. And of course you have those standard really good cards for the mask deck, and you've got like your 8, you've got your 7 and your 9 drop to have access to, of course, because you know you need those. So there's a lot of good stuff here, and I would say this is an 8 out of 10. Now, my recommendations for which one should you buy? Well, that depends on your inventory, essentially. So if you are brand new to the game and you don't really own anything pre-glory, like you literally just started, I would say go for blue or green. I think you'll be very happy with your purchase and you'll be able to easily upgrade and go from there. Blue, if you really just want a deck to just go and burrow through content that you've literally just started, like it's literally going to be your first and only purchase, go ahead and grab blue, and you can use that to farm resources, and you'll be very happy with your purchase. If you've been playing the game for a little bit longer, and you didn't pick up Green Mask when it first came out, because you waited, and you're free to play, and you saw the blue was the dominant one, so you went with that, I would say pick up green, and you can upgrade that into the tribal variant that's been doing so well. If you already own mask decks, then I would say basically go with those decks rather. I would basically say go with what you're missing. Where are you going to find the most value? So, for example, I already have all the red stuff. I already have all the purple stuff. I already have all the blue stuff. I already have all the green stuff. And I already have all the yellow stuff. I do not have all the white stuff. I'm actually missing a good chunk of this white stuff. So, I'm probably going to go and just grab this, because this will really round out my collection with giving me some nice white staples. I don't have the X cannons, I don't have the data analysis. I'm actually missing a significant number of those legendaries for the white mask deck, and I only have 2 Mukuros. So this is really going to help round out my collection, personally, quite nicely. So I'm going to go for the white one. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. Go whichever one you think is going to be best for your circumstance, but definitely get one. That's the main takeaway here. Like, as long as you are in a financial position where you can afford to chuck £4 at this game, and it's not going to be like a big deal, I would highly recommend you do that, and you grab one of the decks I've recommended. So, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it entertaining, and I hope you found it informative and useful. Let me know your thoughts on these decks in the comment section down below. Please like the video, and please sub to the channel for more Zenonzard content, and also Digimon content coming very soon, and Gate Ruler coming also quite soon, as the release is very much around the corner for that game that none of us really knew was coming. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.